Hey Mark, let's take a look at your assignment. I just realized, just remembered that I didn't go over the constraint thing in the Q&A. So ask me again. I'm glad you didn't overcomplicate things. I'm glad you knew like when to realize, okay, this isn't working, so I should stop and keep things simple. That says a lot because a lot of people don't do that and end up overcomplicating their animation. So it's really good to see that you did that. So yeah, let's see what you have here. Great. Looks nice. Definitely looks good on the tail. Like you have some really nice stuff there. And the overall action, like the timing of the action and the way things are coming together are looking really good. I also like the beats that you're putting into your assignment. Like you have moments where you have a jump and your character is taking just kind of taking their time, taking that beat, and then going into that bigger jump. So let's look at a few things. Let's look at the ball itself. So good work on the contact frame. Yeah, I love this first jump. I think that works really well. And that was good. I think I would give it one more frame in between this stretch and the squash just because it feels pretty abrupt. And that landing, well, you know what? I like the energy that it has in that landing. I think what it is what would help this is to maybe make this this jump a little bit higher and give a little bit more timing, excuse me, timing on the ease ins and ease outs of this first jump to where you're not too much, but just a little bit more to where you're kind of exaggerating that timing because it feels like that first jump is just like a little bit too abrupt in the air, and I thought it was abrupt on the ground, but I like that. I like the way it settles. I just think that because it's so abrupt in the air, we get a feeling like something's too abrupt, and I feel like maybe it's just like that hang time in the air. But yeah, that settles good. And then yeah, this next jump. For this one, I would add a little bit of up anticipation before going down, and I wouldn't anticipate or squash so much. Because this jump is a pretty short one, and it feels like you're getting ready for a giant jump on this one, but because that squashes so much, but instead it's just a really small jump, and so yeah, I would keep that pretty subdued. I like the stretch. I think what you want to do with this stretch is angle it more towards where the next frame is. So think like draw a line through here and try to angle it more like that to where it's going up against that path. Also think about your arc here. It seems like it's starting off pretty good, but the same sort of thing where it's like this arc can be continued with this contact frame. So you're doing something like that. And then this anticipation, I think I would give a little bit more time to. I mean, I think the amount of squash you have here is good, but I would give a little bit more time just to show that your character is like really anticipating this jump. And then the same sort of thing here is try to angle it, maybe not going from squash to stretch so abruptly, giving maybe 1 or 2 frames in between here. And then, yeah, again, try to angle it towards, well, you have it here, so that's pretty good. Let me see how this plays out. Yeah, that works. Because it's like you're barely making it right there. And then settling on that. So I think the angle is pretty good. It's more about the timing there. And then the tail, like I said, it's looking great. And the only part where I feel like it might be too much is right here, where it goes up. I would keep it angled this way. Just to accentuate that arc. And so we have it like that, and I like that. Getting that reversal in there. Maybe a little bit too far. Oh no, I think that might work once it, yeah. I would maybe reduce the amount at which this tail end is rotating by like 20% or something. Nothing, not a lot lower, but just a little bit lower, so it's not going so far down and so far up right there. And it's like frame 95 and then frame 106. But otherwise, it looks great. Really good job. So, take a look at your revision here. Nice. Looks good. Yeah. I think it just skipped a frame, so it looked a little, yeah, no, that looks good. That looks great. I feel like you could keep it a little bit higher. I mean, I like seeing that arc in there, but maybe that arc could hit its apex, which is right here now. It can hit its apex over here, so it actually goes up like that, and then maybe not so far down either, but otherwise it looks great. So, good job. And here's your planning. So yeah, that's it. All right, good stuff, Mark. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks.